Ever considered how magic and imagination might be the same thing? The first time the magician revealed the mechanics of his art to me, I realized they were both about pulling back the curtain on reality and then daring to put on a better show. As a young apprentice, I was the kid who needed to understand the why. The other apprentices were content with the how. Ignite a candle with a flick of the wrist, summon a rabbit from the void. But I needed more. The old magician noticed this curiosity in me, dangerously alluring as it was. He would often say, "Every trick begins in the mind, but the best ones, they resonate with something out there." I initially thought he referred to the art of illusion, mirroring human movements, reading those subtle cues. It took me way too long to truly grasp his meaning. His initial lessons weren't about spells, but about the principles of physics, levers, optics, and the like. It seemed that the world obeyed its own set of rules, and half the magic was in knowing how to manipulate them without anyone noticing the discrepancy. That's when it dawned on me. Even in this realm of enchantment, there was a structure. But as the thrill of this revelation waned, a nagging question took its place. Was there more? The opportunity to find out came when the magician was called away. Not by royalty or quarreling lords, but by his peers. Apparently, there were entire societies dedicated to the study and debate of magic's true nature. The magician dismissed their discussions as trivial, yet a spark in his eyes betrayed his feigned indifference. In his absence, I dove headfirst into the forbidden texts. They were not dusty tomes, but intricate, shimmering geometries, their lines bleeding into one another. Merely looking at them sent tremors through my mind. I realized with a mix of dread and fascination that this wasn't about bending rules, but rewriting them. According to these diagrams, the universe wasn't a machine but malleable, like clay, taking form from the collective belief of determined minds. My experiments led to consequences, of course. The changes I made, though seemingly insignificant, had far-reaching effects. Shadows began to bite, reflections slipped free from their mirrors, and the other apprentices looked upon me with fear rather than admiration. Upon his return, the magician undid my clumsy efforts with a mere wave of his hand. "Potential," he sighed, "but no control. Too eager to play God, not clever enough to be a good stagehand." Perhaps he was right. But even as he expelled me from his tutelage, I couldn't shake the feeling that there were other stages out there, wilder ones, where the play was yet unwritten, the audience and the cast were one and the same, and the applause was a force of creation. Terrifying, beyond question. But the part of me that the old magician saw all those years ago, that part couldn't resist the allure of delving deeper into the rabbit hole. Because who would settle for the trick explained, when the mystery could be infinitely grander?